Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Seminoles will put toe to leather and will get started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators offense will get the first swing of the game. The Sunshine State is so rich in talent. The players have known each other in many cases for a long time, and that brings the intensity to a fever pitch.
And they do not like each other, Reese. 3 of the 4 years that I was a part of this rivalry game, there were bench-clearing brawls in the middle of the field before opening kickoff. This game just feels different.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
The inside handoff. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college, didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the...
And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making.
He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. It'll be a draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Noles line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators in the hurry-up. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the stripe tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. The give to the back. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. He's got 59 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Bust through behind his pad. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
A first down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown!
quarterback is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. He showed all of those attributes right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Neutrals on defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Oh, she said it to me.
It's mad.
Oh, so you got it.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught near the sideline, it's Saunders. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
That was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and close it.
Finds him out of the backfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Unloads it left. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver are just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little...
Nothing but green ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Noles headed quickly to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They're trying to get to him. He's got an open man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between...
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 13 to Purdue. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Still on his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Going up top on first down. Working the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Comes out throwing on first down. Skips away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he could do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, gentlemen. Seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do. And these two teams and fan bases get together in the Sunshine Showdown. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
Just about set for the second half kickoff.
I'm just getting my phone. You go take a shower. I'm gonna get my phone.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive sphere flaming. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
He's got it on the right. They get him down after he makes the catch.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the 1st down, get it out of my hand, get the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And the Seminoles will move the sticks.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Dances away from the heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And oh, no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And they'll drag him down after a good return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's McCoy. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
He'll throw it. And the timing just a hair off. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Grabbed over the middle. It's sacked. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the Knowles are moving quickly down the field. The aerial assault continues. Using his feet to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown in that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. And they just got to make more plays.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Trying to find his man on first down. Still looking on the move. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
He wants to pass it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 13 over Kennesaw State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's McCoy. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Obliterates him, still on the move. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.